Whenever I'm looking for new games to purchase, I always pay special attention to game compilations. These collections are a great way to play a bunch of games, and generally they're affordable. Today we're taking a look at 5 compilations that pack a good amount of fun for their asking price. I won't be talking about every single game on each compilation, just the ones that I've enjoyed or stand out to me. As with many other buyer's guides that I've done, the prices and system compatibilities will be listed at the bottom of the screen, as well as a short example of gameplay. Let's start off with a blast! Metal Slug. Every time I think of Metal Slug, I get a smile on my face. I love these games. They're just the right amount of extreme, unfair difficulty mixed with incredible art design and sprite work. The Metal Slug anthology gathers all 7 games into one convenient package. While I love each one of these games, Metal Slug X is probably my favorite. There's so much detail and character in each level. For example, what are these guys arguing about? Of course, you can just skip all this and blow stuff up. But Metal Slug does reward the observant player for sure. Get a friend over to the house and play some Metal Slug today. Next up we have a Wii exclusive, Data East Arcade Classics. This is the most expensive game on the list. I didn't have much experience with Data East games before playing this compilation. I had always viewed their output as mostly copycat stuff. While that is partly true, Data East put their own unique stamp on many of their games. First up, probably their best known title, and the best titled game ever, Bad Dudes. The writing is incredible in this. I mean, just take a moment to read these lines. Bad Dudes was the main reason I bought this game, and let me tell you, it does not disappoint. As a pseudo follow-up to Bad Dudes, Data East released Crude Buster. This is basically more Bad Dudes. While it is fun, Crude Buster lacks the subtlety of Bad Dudes. Caveman Ninja is loads of fun. It reminds me of Ghouls and Ghosts, except Caveman Ninja isn't impossible to beat. I really enjoyed playing this game, and I would highly recommend you check it out. Burger Time is super hard, and it reminds me of how I'm actually not good at video games. Last up, we have the biggest surprise for me, Wizard Fire. This game is the shit. Anime cutscenes that are voiced in that special way only the early 90s could have produced. The isometric view, mixed with the beat-em-up style, works very well. On top of that is great sprite work and fantasy themes that speak to me like no other game does on this compilation. I'll definitely be playing Wizard Fire with friends soon. The last nice thing about this compilation is you can use the GameCube controller, which is preferable to the Wiimote for sure. Going further back, we have the Xbox exclusive Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller. My delivery isn't as good as this guy's.
Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller.
What a pro. While this isn't exactly a compilation, hear me out. Crazy Taxi 3 has the first 2 maps from the previous 2 Crazy Taxi games, making it the best bang for your buck, for sure. While you can play the original maps, West Coast and Small Apple, Crazy Taxi 3 introduces a Vegas-style level called Glitter Oasis. Additionally, you can play as the original characters from the first 2 games. A little Crazy Taxi goes a long way in my book, but Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller is well worth anyone's time. Continuing on to the Xbox 360, we have Cubed. This is a 3-game compilation of Tetsuya Mizuguchi's most popular games. First off, we have E4. I have no idea what's happening here, but it looks pretty. Next is Lumines. This is a match 4 block game that is surprisingly fun. I sank a lot more time into this game than I was expecting to. There's a good amount of strategy to this experience, and I'll be playing way more in the future. Last up, we have one of Mizuguchi's most popular works, Rez HD. I love Panzer Dragoon, and while Rez looks quite different, the gameplay is very similar. One nice thing about this compilation is that you can play Rez in its original resolution. Obligatory graphical comparison! You decide which is better. I couldn't. Last up, let's head over to the PS3 and play some light gun games. Time Crisis Raising Storm contains 3 games: the aforementioned Raising Storm, Time Crisis 4, and Dead Storm Pirates. Raising Storm is a super impressive light gun game with many destructible environments and tons of enemies on screen at once. The story isn't as charming as you'd expect from a light gun game though. Next we have Time Crisis 4. What makes this entry in the series so unique is the camera. When 2 players play Time Crisis 4, each player has a different perspective, reflecting what their character is seeing. This idea was implemented brilliantly, and it's a shame that we haven't gotten a 5th mainline entry in the Time Crisis franchise. Last, we have Dead Storm Pirates. I expected this to be a cheap shovelware game to make the package seem more attractive. I was pleasantly surprised that Dead Storm Pirates is a lot of fun and has very cool visuals. Each of the games on this compilation are compatible with GunCon 3 for those light gun purists out there. PS Move controllers work quite well, and you can also play with the PS controller if that's your thing.
Request permission to use the weapon, sir.
Permission granted. What's going on? I'm losing action.
Best weapon.
So that's 5 compilations that you should check out if you see them for a good price. If you'd like me to do another one of these videos, let me know in the comments. This is Zach with Tanuki Games. Thank you for watching my video. Please remember that a like, a comment, or subscribe means a lot to me and of course the channel. Enjoy.
A top-secret weapon is about to fall into the hands of terrorists in the United States. Head there at once to investigate.